Alright, we're live. Let me just get
Oh, we're already live?
yeah, just
Alright.
get the link to this freaking stream. It's so awkward that I have to do this. Well, I'm going to be fair, no one's watching by this point, so,
I don't know. The other stream already has about 100 views.
yeah, but it was like 5 viewers lost.
I mean,
They were actually watching.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have a couple more because this is more niche. So there might be more people interested. All right. Start streaming. Oh, are you gonna put it? Are you gonna stream it in the Discord? Yes. That's- All right. So, any other bands that you want to add before we start?
Nah.
All right. Just real quick. Scroll down a bit. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You see how fuck go up. Go to change background color. You see where it's under there where it says yes, and make it white because just because a lot of these are PNGs, just make it easier. All right, now scroll up. There we are. All right,
Uh,
good. All right, so you want to go in order as it's I don't know. I put all the bands as I save them.
yeah, I
Also
guess. What?
make sure to put a link to the to the tier list in the description.
Oh my god.
Hey, what if someone wants to make it? I'm curious to hear other people's opinions on this. All right, so you want to go just as they're listed.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I guess we could start. All right, real quick. I'm going to explain like what each tier. It says like I have custom tiers over here. So there's actually not bad, which are bands that like yes, they're still kind of memes, but their music is actually pretty good. Kind of meme mean like like the music is like decent, but like you can definitely see why they're a meme. Deserving of the reputation, the music is not great, and it's obvious why they're a meme. Worse than people say, it's not even a meme. It's like just bad, and then beyond shit are like bottom of the barrel. I think we already know which bands of those are going to be. So I think you want to start.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with freaking
We
Skinless.
got 30 of these fucking bands. All right, Skinless. They kind of have a lot of their songs are like really silly. Like everyone knows the notorious pool of stool. Here I sit with the shit. For fans of brutal death metal, I guess it's kind of it definitely scratches more of a niche with them. But they are kind of a meme even amongst brutal death metal fans. I know J Dog. I think like Skinless was like one of the first bands that like J Dog saw live or something like that. But I know you're not really a big fan of death metal, but I think I actually kind of like some of Skinless. At least their earlier albums are kind of good, even though they're kind of again kind of a meme. So yeah, I put them in the kind of meme category because you know they actually do make some pretty decent death metal, brutal death metal, but they're actually it is kind of a joke at the same time, but it's not like the worst shit ever. Do you have any? I know you said you haven't really listened to much Skinless.
Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts, so this is kind of
Just
your call, buddy.
yeah, just put in kind of mimi then.
Alright. Alright, the
Meshuggah,
sugar.
Meshuggah. I mean, you know more. I mean, you've listened to more Meshuggah than me. So what do you think, buddy?
I mean, dude, I fucking love them, so I put them
Yeah.
in
So
actually not
you're
bad.
all right, but I think but they're tech death. I mean, well, kind of tech death. Everyone calls them degen. But I'd put them in the all right. Can we at least put them in the kind of meme because I think Meshuggah is just kind of a that's like that meme I kept showing you with the modern metal purist, right?
Okay, I will
Yeah,
concede
come
they're a bit of a meme. I'll put them there. Oh.
yeah, yeah, come on, Meshuggah. I mean, come on, every like fan, everyone who circle jerks modern metal just loves Meshuggah because they like the highly technical progressive stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't, yeah. I know Doc likes it. If Doc were here, he'd probably like going on a 40-minute tangent how Meshuggah is like the best band I've ever, and they save death metal or some shit like that. But I can respect like all the members of the band are like incredibly competent at their instruments. But yeah, they're still me by the way. Curtain Wall. I actually kind of like Curtain Wall. I know, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, their music's kind of a joke, but actually, some of their stuff actually is not that bad. I mean, yeah, a lot of it is a joke. It's like there's like kind of like a comedic undertone to a lot of it, but I still like a lot of their. I don't know. I think it's just one guy, isn't it? I still it's like black metal, but like that doesn't take itself too seriously. So I would also put that in the kind of meme because even though I kind of like it, it still definitely like is on the meme side. Have you ever listened to much Curtain Wall?
This is the only band in this entire thing where I was like, who?
You've never heard of Curtain Wall? They're like the biggest meme black metal band. Like, yeah, here, you just look up like album covers for yeah, they are listed on the archives. I thought they were a joke band at first, but no, it's completely serious.
Oh my god, never heard of them.
They're on streaming, so you can go listen to them. I don't even think J Dog listened to Curtain Wall. Curtain Wall. We always have to bring it back to what J Dog thinks. Come on,
Oh
you
my
know that, right?
god. Where did you say you wanted them?
Put it in the kind of meme.
Alright.
Yeah.
These PNGs are
Lord
too
of
fucking big.
What's up? Well, because like look, it was either this because I couldn't condense them, so it was either this or like you had to deal with a tiny square. You couldn't be able to read the logo, so you know. All right, Lorna Shore. Well, first of all, deathcore is objectively one of the worst genres of music of all time. And when you make it like, I mean, it's symphonic deathcore, right? So like, that means there's a bit of proggy element. There's some prog elements in there. But my dad actually kind of likes Lorna Shore. I don't. I think they suck. What do
Yeah.
you think of Lorna Shore? Sure.
Yeah, one of the
Did you
more
say they had like one good song?
yeah, like one of the more tolerable deathcore bands, but still not very good.
I mean, it's still deathcore. I mean, you got, you can't like, make apologies for such a horrible genre of music. But hey, people are gonna listen to that shit. So I would put that in the deserving of the reputation because it's like, again, as you said, it's like not the worst deathcore, but it's still deathcore. Like Bring Me to the Horizon, which we got up next.
Yeah,
Yeah, their earlier stuff was actually deathcore, right?
yeah.
I remember listening to it because like the reason why I put it here actually is because like it's notorious for being they made the Giga Chad song. Yeah. So I mean I don't know. It wasn't. I haven't really listened to that much. That's pretty much the only reason why I put him on here. So if we're gonna base it just on the reason why I put him on here, which was because of the Giga Chad song, I would put it in the actually not bad because even though it is kind of a meme song, it is again it's actually not a bad meme song. What do you think of Bring Me the Horizon? Have you listened to much of their stuff beyond the Giga Chad song?
Yeah, I have some experience with them, and fucking god awful band. Like it went from fucking, like, especially given the like history, they fucking went from like deathcore to metalcore to like pop, like
Pop rock.
rock to just. It's like I would put him in fucking worse than people say. Like if Peach was still here, she'd put him in Beyond shit because she fucking hates this band.
But did she ever go on a rant about how awful Bring Me the Horizon is? Like, what did she say?
Yeah, I think she just like hates like everything about how like they sound, how they fucking flip flop genres all the time. Just
No, there's nothing wrong with experimenting with genres. Or is this like they just like can't find a niche and they just keep making music and anything? Is that like what you're kind of getting at?
yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, since you are more well versed in the discography than I am, we should put them in the worst thing people say because I only know the Giga Chad song. Oh yeah, fun fact: if you go to the YouTube video, for the "Can You Feel My Heart," which is the Giga Chad song, you go to like the comment section. Like almost everyone has a Giga Chad profile picture. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying like this song made me a chat or some stupid shit like that. It's actually kind of funny. All right,
Anyway,
Ghost.
Ghost. Now this.
I would put this.
Now.
I would put this in actually not bad. But that, yeah, actually, they're actually not terrible. I think their first album is like considered like traditional metal. I mean, I think that's the only reason why they're listed on the archives. But yeah, even though like they kind of have a reputation for like being not real metal, at least most of the discography, they're not awful. I mean, I don't find myself routinely listening to Ghost, but the first album is actually pretty good. The rest of the discography, I mean, I do have a bit of an affinity for pop rock. I don't really listen to that much, but it's certainly better than like deathcore or anything like that. It's something I would probably enjoy more if I actually had more of a taste for it. So, and it's more competent, and Tobias and he was also in what was that death metal band? Was it Repugnant? He was in
Yeah.
before. Yeah, he was in. I mean, that's a great band.
Like
So yeah, but what's up?
I was so prepared to defend the honor of Ghost because not only do I think that they're not bad, but I actually kind of love them.
Well, like all their discography
Yeah, pretty
or most.
much.
Well, what's your favorite album?
Uh, guess like in terms of like albums, I guess like the first one is still like the best, but like Ghost is more like kind of a singles band where it's like got pockets of great tracks throughout their discography. This thing is like people shit on Ghost and it's like, ooh, they're not like a real metal band. It's like, yes, Ghost are not a metal band. They are a pop band. That's what makes them great.
I mean, all right if you say so. I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking pop music. So yeah, put them in that tier list. That's. I guess we can deal with that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And maybe I should have been like, all right. So what'd you think of the documentary? I showed you it last week.
Yeah, the documentary is.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh man, what was your favorite scene from the documentary? You ever see that? Have you seen the movies? I know you know of Spinal Tap, but have you ever seen the movie Spinal Tap?
Nah.
All right. Well, if you see the movie Spinal Tap, like this Anvil is compared endlessly to the band Spinal Tap because like there's so many scenes that are like like almost perfectly parallel to certain scenes from Spinal Tap. Like when yeah, some jackass stuff. Don't worry about it. Like that scene when they were playing at the wedding. Like one of them got married. Like one of in Anvil, like one of the guys got married, and then like they were playing like at the wedding, and like it was so fucking awkward. Yet so many people just like waiting for it to end. And like in the Spinal Tap movie, they were playing at like a military base, and like it was pretty much like the same thing. Like everyone was just like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for this fucking shit to end." And then like another scene, remember the documentary when they were like seeing like they saw like old bands he's played with, like they played like they met the Scorpions at that Swedish festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't recognize them. Like lips went up. Like, hey, remember me? We played like at that. We played in Japan like 20 years ago. It's like, yeah, I don't know who the hell you are, dude. That's another scene. In Spinal Tap, like Spinal Tap, they also played with another big band, and like this other band, they're playing in like this place called like the Enormo Dome or something like that, and Spinal Tap, and like they didn't recognize him, while Spinal Tap's like playing at like this puppet show or something like that. It's a great movie. You should really watch it. Anyway, I would put Anvil in the kind of memey tier, and I'm going to explain why because I've really thought about this. I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here. Well, first of all, what do you know about Anvil? I know you probably haven't listened to them that much.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've listened to a bit of this stuff. It's like.
Earlier
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah, it's like serviceable, like heavy metal. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing with Anvil, like, I think their first three albums are like pretty good. I still consider those like essential listening for people getting into like early '80s metal because like they were one of the first North American bands after the new wave of British heavy metal. But like the reason why they didn't become like the biggest band ever is because like other bands were just better. Like you had like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Motorhead and Sabbath and Ozzy taking over heavy metal, and then in the end, Motley Crue and other glam metal bands were also around at the same time. And in the underground, Venom and like people like in the documentary, remember when Lars and Lemmy and Scott Ian and Tom Araya, they were saying like, oh yeah, very influential band. I mean, I'm not saying they definitely were influential, but like, if I know you don't really like Venom, but Venom was like 1,000 times more influential to extreme metal than Anvil ever was. I think you would agree with that.
I like Venom. What do you mean?
I thought you said you didn't really like Venom. I remember I asked you like a year or two ago, like, do you like a lot of black thrash bands? And you say you don't because there are a lot of like Motor Venom stuff, and you don't really like that stuff.
Yeah, because my
That's what
point being is that I'd rather listen to Venom. Why would I?
yeah. I guess I misunderstood. But you don't really like Motorhead, is that right? I don't
Yeah,
know. So maybe I confused that for Motorhead. All right,
yeah.
but yeah, Venom was like way more influential than Anvil's ever been. You know, it's funny. Like Anvil is the band that like pretty much every metalhead knows, but like I've yet to find a single person who like actually gives a fuck about Anvil. Remember when I asked? Yeah, remember when I asked J Dog about the that if he listened to the new Anvil single, and he's like, dude, Anvil's like a band I've never given a flying fuck about. So like he knows about Anvil, but he's never really given a shit about them, which is pretty much how most metalheads feel. They might listen to like the early stuff like Metal on Metal or Fortune Fire. Fortune Fire is actually a pretty good album. But like, yeah, they're like, that's would you come on? Would you rather like come on? You ask an average normie, would you rather listen to like Metal on Metal or Master of Puppets? Of course, they're gonna like Master of Puppets. Yeah, it's the average metalhead. Would you rather listen to like Welcome to Hell or fucking Fortune Fire or Hard and Heavy? Of course, they're gonna say Welcome to Hell. So that's pretty much the whole. Yeah, I mean, I can go on all day. Maybe we should make a new stream about how I make fun of Anvil.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, their new album was absolutely awful. Most of their albums like are pretty half baked. Like first three are good, and then after that you got some decent ones and a bunch of shit. The last album had the worst song ever, Feature Fantasy.
Oh my god.
That song is so fucking shit, dude. Feature Fantasy. Oh my god, dude, these guys are like fucking almost 70 years old and they're making songs with like the most childish, shitty lyrics. All right, I think that's enough of making fun of Anvil for now. But do you thought you agree?
Actually, one more
Unless you
thing.
want,
One more thing about
what is up?
Anvil. There was like two times in the past 2 years where they tried to like make a tour happen in Australia, and it just never fell through.
It didn't. I thought you said a while ago you saw Anvil playing near you for like 400 people, or was that before? I don't remember.
Yeah, the tour never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They
What's
tried
up?
once again to. Wait, what?
Yeah. So they tried, but it just never went through.
Yeah, two times.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
yeah. I mean, I think they're too poor to actually go to Australia. I think they mostly just stay in North America and Europe. Anyway, let's move on
Silencer.
to Sunset. I would put this in the worst thing people say. It's just not good. I mean, if they used more traditional black metal vocals, it probably would have been all right. But yeah, no thanks. I do remember. I don't remember which track it was. Maybe it was like the anti-Semitic track. But yeah, by the way, there are songs that are anti-Semitic. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, I knew
but
that.
uh, I think one of the songs they like used the more traditional raspy black metal vocals, and like that was actually not bad. But like, yeah, the stuff where like he does like the is like just awful. It's like comically bad. But hey, people like it. I just don't suggest listening to it because like it's like shitty music. And no, like shitty in terms of like just offensive, trite. So yeah, do you have any comments on Silencer? I mean, have you ever? I mean, what was your reaction when you first listened to Silencer?
I was laughing.
Yeah. Oh my god! If I didn't have anyone home right now, I'd probably do my best Silencer impression. But I'll spare you from that.
Yeah.
So, I think it was like one of the first. No, I think they released the album in like what was it, 2001 or was it? I don't remember. I remember it was like one of like they had a kind of like a competition with like the Norwegian scene, but like it was a bunch of edge lords out of the way. Anyway, any other comments on Ice Silencer? Or are you?
Um. Nah, they kind of got everything.
Yeah, that's not the only depressive black metal band we're gonna deal with.
Anyway,
Ain't
AC.
no I have. I would maybe put this in the high kind of meme tier because
I agree.
yeah, like it's like yeah, like it's kind of like a parody band. Like they never even had a bassist. But it's actually it's not my favorite grindcore. Of course, I have other grindcore stuff I'd rather listen. I'd rather listen like to Discordance Axis or Wormrot. But Anal Cunt, it's not. It's actually kind of better than a lot of grind like other grindcore bands, which are just like purely noise. I know that sounds strange considering Anal Cunt is like focused on just screaming and just no real riffage. I mean, I guess there is riffage, but not like typical metal riffage.
Yeah.
But it's actually more enjoyable. Once you get like to Seth Putman's this constant screaming, it's actually not bad. And I mean, again, it's a joke band. They make songs, but like went back in time and voted for. And yeah, or what was the other one? I don't know. There's like and like beating up. Oh yeah, I can't say that's a bad word. But yeah, they're a pretty funny band, and like actually, it's not terrible. And like when they did some stuff that was like, what was the album called? Where they is like a bunch of love songs. I forgot what it's called. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I think Picnic of Love or something like that.
Yeah, and like yeah, it wasn't awful. So yeah, put it in the high kind of meme tier. I mean, I guess
Yep.
high kind of meme tier, low and actually not bad. I think that's a fine place to put it. All right,
Yeah,
Anthrax. Oh, I'll let you. Do you have anything else you want to say about Anal Cunt?
yeah, I would actually say that Anal Cunt is probably like my favorite grind band, to be quite honest.
All right, well, if that's the case, I need to show you some more grindcore. Anyway, I mean, every time I show it to someone, they just burst out laughing. That's what makes it so great.
Alright, Anthrax.
All right, next. Actually, not bad tier. Definitely,
Yes,
they're
this is
they're a
true.
good band. They're memed on a lot because like they're like the most obscure of the big four. But first of all, if they're still in the big four, like they're more commercially successful than every other thrash metal band except three. And those first couple Anthraxes are like essential listening, except for what the fuck was the third album called? What the fuck? The name is escaping me. Hold on, let me look it up. Anthrax. I feel like Anthrax albums.
I mean,
Yeah, like his favorite Anthrax album, or at least of the early stuff. What was that?
what?
Uh, wait, did you say something?
It's like, yeah, surely you're not talking
I
about
was
Among the
saying
Living
that
because
like,
that was the third album.
oh yeah, uh, 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 oh that's their fourth album, State of Euphoria. Now, Among the Living is a great album. I love that album. That is probably their best album, followed by Spreading. It was like, I mean, I've only listened to their early stuff because I am a fucking poser, but definitely Among the Living, then Spreading the Disease, and then Fistful of Metal are my top three. I haven't really listened to was it Persistence of Time that much. Is that Groove or is that right before they went Groove? I
Yeah,
did
I was
listen
like,
to the. I do recommend the right before.
yeah.
Yeah, I do recommend the Sound of White Noise for people who like '90s alternative stuff. But again, I'm not a really big fan of that album. But another thing about Anthrax is that every other big four band, Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer, like every other band has at least one member that gets memed on for their technical proficiency. So like Metallica gets memed on because Lars is not the best drummer, and like a lot of Kirk's solos are kind of sloppy. That's why he uses a lot of wah wah. Megadeth, every other like they've always had great guitarists, bassists, and drummers, but everyone makes fun of Dave singing. And Slayer constantly gets shit on for Kerry's solos and to an extent Tom Araya's bass playing. You ever listen to like on especially on Rain and Blood, which is again like just an okay album in my opinion. On the first two albums, I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that it was either Kerry or Jeff who did the bass parts for that. Did you hear anything about that, or is this just me?
Yeah, I think I may have heard something about that. How, like, after.
So many takes.
Yeah, like, after Hello Waits, like, Tom just stopped, like, actually doing the bass in studio.
Yeah. And that's if you listen to like the isolated bass on like Angel of Death or Rain and Blood, it just sounds like there's no it just sounds like just licking the bass. Oh man. But yeah, Anthrax, great band, better than most thrash. I know they kind of are like a bit of a proto pizza thrash band, but like at least it's good, you know. And
Yeah.
it wasn't quite. And like it's like it's not tankard level shit, which we're gonna get to soon.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Also, hold on, the stream quality is shit, so I can't see what band is up next. What band do we have next?
The A7X.
Okay, I would put that in the actually not bad tier. What would you put it in, or at least high B tier or A tier, whatever. Where would you put it?
Honestly, yeah, actually not bad.
Maybe they're it's kind of like a bias here because I do have a bit of a nostalgia because I think most of us have heard our first Avenged Sevenfold songs from playing Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. I think I'm Not Ready to Die. That's a good song. Nightmare. And they have some good albums. I definitely got to give them that. And I still think that they do deserve to be put on the archives. I really don't know why they aren't on the archive.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
like you
weird.
think, yeah. I mean, definitely the early stuff. I don't. I mean, the early stuff was like metalcore, which I don't really like. But their later stuff, which went more traditional heavy metal, yeah, it's kind of like it veers a bit into bro metal, but like it's actually pretty. It's like it's pretty good. I mean, some they got some albums with some turds on them, but they got a lot of great albums. Nightmare, their self-titled album, the White Album. Yeah, they got some good stuff. So, I mean, I don't really listen to that much. They're not my favorite traditional heavy metal band, but I would call them traditional metal. Although recently I hear they're doing more progressive metal. Haven't listened to it. What would you label them? Like their mid-career?
Uh, kind of like they're kind of like a fucked up mixture of like trad metal and alternative metal and
They are. Yeah, I definitely see where you come from. Maybe that's why, because there's a bit too much alternative in there. They don't want to put it on the archives. But I've seen them put other alternative bands on the archives, so whatever. Yeah, they're not a bad band. They definitely are kind of memey, but they're not the bad kind because they actually have some decent stuff. All right, you have anything else to add, or you want to move on to baby metal?
yeah. We'll move on to baby metal. Fuck, terrible
All
band.
right. Yeah, I don't like baby metal. It's just. I think it just built its entire reputation based on just the memes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would put that in worse than people say. Where would you put it? Or beyond shit? You make the call on that one because you're probably more familiar with it than I am. Beyond shit. You is it a coin flip?
They're not quite that terrible.
Yeah, they're at least competent, I guess. But like, I remember, I think Rob Halford did like they did like he shared the stage with them once. I don't remember what happened with that. I think whatever. Yeah, but yeah, they're just total meme band. Not great. Maybe I'm not the best person to ask. I haven't listened to their stuff that much, but I did not like. I actually have a friend who wrote like a rate your music review. It was like a huge copy. It wasn't like an actual copy pasta, but it might as well be a copy pasta about how like it's the most soulless fucking shit he's ever heard. It's really funny. I would read it out loud, but it takes like 20 minutes. So it's just, you have anything else to add? I don't really have much to say. I'm baby metal.
Yeah,
There are
I
better
would.
Japanese metal bands.
Yeah, like I would have. Yeah, I would be like the exact target audience for this band because I'm a kind of a weeb,
Weeb.
but like
You weeb. You
it's,
disgust.
it's like it's just not
Weeb.
okay.
You disgust me.
It's just like just putting like cute Japanese girls in front of like mid as fuck riffs doesn't make it's shit. It's shit. Okay. Anyway, Disturbed. What do
Yeah.
we got to say about Disturbed?
Disturbed. I know it's just, it is kind of, I would put that in probably I haven't, I remember listening to them when I was kid. I don't think the guys did that Down with the Sickness song.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I know. Yeah, it wasn't awful, but I'd put that in the deserving of the reputation because mostly unremarkable new metal. And again, I'm not a big fan of new metal, so that's where I put it there. I don't know. What would you say? Are you more familiar with Disturbed? Disturbed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I've
know.
listened.
I know. J Dog made fun of them a lot.
Yeah, I've listened to this stuff here and there. Like after their second album, they kind of pulled an Avenged Sevenfold and went a bit more into like
Traditional.
the traditional heavy metal. But it's like what I think that era of Disturbed is like what metal elitists say about A7X. It's just not. It's just not very good. Like bro metal-y type shit. It's just not. Eh.
Bro, I mean, it's. I mean, I think it does definitely have like hit the new metal shit because like a lot of guys think they're tough because they listen to that Down with the Sickness. Oh, wow. Like, oh yeah, man, that's death metal. That's like the kind of shit people would say is death metal. Hold on, need to move myself.
Oh my god.
All right, what's up? I had to take care of something. So yeah, Disturbed, not awful, but not great. Pretty middle of the road new metal.
Yeah.
If J Dog were here, he'd probably be talking about how like when he was like 16 or 17, like he was pissed off that like everyone thought like they were super into metal because Disturbed was around or some shit like that. I walked in on someone listening to Disturbed. I didn't listen to it. I walked in.
Okay, anyway, the shitty version
yeah.
of Bolt Thrower.
Yes. I would put that in the deserving of their reputation because it does serve as like an okay entry. I know you don't really care for DSBM, but it does serve as a good entry or BDSM. I swear, I think the reason I know it's supposed to just be called depressive black metal, but I think people just call it depressive suicidal black metal so it can be an anagram for BDSM. But anyway. Anyway, I think it serves as a good intro to depressive black metal as a genre. There are some okay songs, but yeah, overall, it's just a total meme. I mean, it's pretty forgettable. Kind of cringe, especially considering that Malefic, aka Scott Connor, is like a racist incel with like a diaper fetish. Have you seen heard about this? Yeah, you didn't know. It's rumored that he has a diaper fetish. I think like he tried to get his girlfriend to wear a diaper. Like, hey babe, if you love me, you'll shit yourself in this diaper.
What the frick?
Yeah, look it up. Malefic has a diaper fetish. And now he's doing like shitty folk music, which I listen to. It's not very good. But yeah, I mean, I guess I should give him credit for like imagery, which is of course a big part of black metal. He definitely has that down well. And the music, it sounds exact. Well, some of the songs sound exactly how you want or expect depressive black metal to sound, which is like that is to say like it's incredibly generic and cheesy and like like very slow and all that shit. They're just better band depressive black metal bands. You got Nocturnal Depression, you got Make a Change, you got Sacramoon, Cold World, and a couple others. Those are the ones that are my favorite though. That's not my favorite type of black metal. I of course prefer atmospheric black metal. We already discussed this last time.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have anything else to add on this shitty version of Bolt Thrower?
Nah, that was all pretty much on you, dude. But I guess we'll move on to Meme Theater.
Disaster. Dream Theater. Okay. I would put them in the kind of meme because they're not bad. I mean, they're not my favorite prog band, but I know Doc. He told me that the second Dream Theater or whichever album it was, he tells me that Metropolis, I think it was called. He tells me that album's like so good. From when I listened to it, it's just kind of in one ear out the other. I know people shit on James LaBrie singing. I don't think it's awful, but I can definitely see why people say it's like so. They definitely have. I think they deserve reputation in a sense, but they're not the worst band. And I know their fans are like super pretentious. Like even Dream Theater's bad albums are better than 99% of all other music, shit like that. So oh hey Mumu, we're doing it. Yeah. Do you have any? Mumu? Do you have anything to add about? We're streaming this to YouTube, by the way. So in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add on Dream Theater?
Oh, Dream Theater.
Yeah. We're doing a meme metal band tier list.
Oh my god. I don't know. It's so bad.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's so bad, but it's not great.
Have you seen the dude singing live? It's so bad.
Yeah, I was actually I think it was like last year they were playing at Madison Square, and I was actually thinking about going because Devin Townsend was there, but I was busy so I didn't go that day. But I know if went, he said like, dude, James LaBrie cannot fucking sing. But I don't think he's that bad. In studio, he's not bad, but I guess. But I use nuclear garlic bread. But do you have any statements about Dream Theater?
I mean, you got the tier right at least. Yeah, they're just kind of like the. I mean, yeah,
the poster boy.
Yeah, like prog metal is like.
Pretentious prog metal.
Yeah, I mean, like I can listen to it, but it's not what I'm gravitating to.
It doesn't hit that itch you want, you know.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, you want to move on to Spinal Tap?
Yep.
I would put that in the. Have you ever listened to Spinal Tap? I would put that in the actually not bad tier. It's because actually I know like they're a parody band, but their music is actually pretty good. Have you listened to them much?
Nah, but I'll whatever you say, buddy. I'll put him there.
You, I mean, you like the first Motley Crue and Twisted Sisters, right? I mean, they're kind of like they're heavy metal, like on the more glammy side. So I think you really like. There are some pretty good songs in there, and they do have a bit of a bit of folk influence on a couple songs, especially that Druid song, which is one of the funniest scenes in the movie. Yeah, they were the OG Black album because I think if I remember correctly, like in the movie, they couldn't afford to like print an actual album cover, so they just had to print black ink on the whole album cover. You can find it on streaming service too. But yeah, it's a good band. I think they're better than Anvil. It's funny how the parody version of the band is better than the real version of the band.
Sad.
Yeah, yeah. You should watch the movie. It's pretty funny. All right.
Alright.
Evanescence. Oh, unless you have something to add. Probably not. You haven't listened. Evanescence. I'd put them in the middle of kind of memey because again, they're not terrible. Again, we all had a huge. I mean, I know Mumu here has a crush on Amy. You said that like 2 months. You said that to me like 2 months ago. Yeah. So yeah, they're not awful. I mean, I did kind of like them more when I was growing up, but now I'm like cheesy. But yeah, I mean, it's one of my first heavy bands, so I guess I kind of have a bias towards it. I know Chelsea has a Amy Lee fan.
Yeah.
But do you have anything to add on Evanescence?
Yeah, I was honestly leaning more towards deserving of their reputation.
All right, so we can put it in the low kind of memey tier, just as a compromise.
Alright.
Do you have anything to add on that, Moon?
No.
No, no, yeah, because you feel like you don't want to like everyone to know what you love, really.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guess that's enough for that. Five Finger Death Punch, beyond shit, no question.
Yeah, we don't even need to discuss this one.
What?
Oh, come on, don't tell me you actually like Five Finger.
Don't bat for
Five
them.
Finger Death Punch. Nah, Five Finger Death Punch is just a shitty version of Golgoth, anyways.
Shut the fuck up. All right, well, I mean, I don't want to just put him in the beyond shit. I do want to say a few things if that's cool.
Alright.
I don't think I've ever seen a band as universally despised as Five Finger Death Punch. Like, I remember when Megadeth was opening for Five Finger Death Punch. I remember when people, I know a lot of people who went to see Megadeth on tour, not just like at the same show, like all like when they're touring the country. I remember hearing some people tell me that once Megadeth finished their set, like half the audience left. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, and like I think all of their albums on Rate Your Music are below like 2.5. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first heard about like the horrible reputation it had. I thought like, okay, maybe it can't be that bad. Then I listened to it, I'm like, okay, yeah, it is that bad. So yeah, beyond awful, one of the worst. And for some reason, Irish Americans really like them. But I don't know. I think because like the band itself, I think they're Irish. I don't know. But yeah, shit band, quintessential bro metal aside from Pantera. Yeah, not much to add.
Anyway, Necro
Necro
faggot!
Whoa, you can't say that.
Dude,
I'm clear. I'm allowed to say. I got called a faggot the other night when I got hate
All
crimed.
right,
I'm
fine,
allowed
fine.
to say the F slur. You
You
can't.
can't say it on YouTube.
jeez.
Anyway, yeah,
No, yeah.
Necrophagist.
I put this in at least worse than people say. What would you say? Or below that? Where would you put it?
Yeah, that's...
Shitty tech death, pretentious, or as J-Dog would say, just a big math equation.
yeah, it's just E equals MC squared metal. Like, if Doc was here, he'd really try to bat for them, but they're just not good. It's just wank.
Wanky. It's like the death metal version of Dream Theater, which is like not what you want to shoot for. Yeah, they're just not great. There are better tech death bands. We've already discussed this last time. Just listen to Suffocation, Cryptopsy, Demolic, Nocturnus, and Atheist. Those are the only 5 you really need.
Eh.
If there are others, you would, I think. All right, Limp Bizkit.
Bizkit.
Okay, this is probably like the quintessential meme band, but they're not terrible. I mean, I remember Moon Moon. I remember. Were you there when we were talking with Myling at like how those first 2 Limp Bizkit albums are actually not bad?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I would put them in the high kind of meme tier because, like, again, I'm not a big hip hop fan if that tells you anything, but it's. I mean, they got some. There are some pretty good songs. I got gonna bullshit you, even though like it's all a big meme. It's still like enjoyable and it's actually very well made. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but come on, Rollin' is like one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Keep rolling. Do you have any statements on Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, I saw Biscuit last year.
Oh yeah, you saw them with Mr. Bungle, was it?
No, I wasn't with. They were like co-headlining like a fest. Fest where I also saw Sepultura.
You saw? Oh man, what songs did you see?
Other thing.
Dude, Coffee. We're streaming this to YouTube. If you don't feel comfortable,
The fuck?
If you don't feel comfortable, you should leave now.
Why can't I change my thing back to...
How many people in this fucking...
That's weird.
Alright, anyway.
One moment. I need to fucking put on my headphones. One moment, sorry.
Anyway, alright.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Dude, what
Where
the...
is it?
Dude, Coffee, Coffee, you're ruining the
Oh
stream
my god.
with your quintessential Irishness.
they're improving the
Where
stream, actually. This is
God's
epic.
greener is it?
Where is it? Alright. Oh yeah, so
What's
you were
next?
saying about seeing Limp Bizkit with Sepultura? Or was I saying something about it?
Because, yeah, I went to a fest that my dad got me a ticket for as a birthday present, specifically because I wanted to see Limp Bizkit. Because Fred...
Was Sepultura good at least?
Yeah, they were good. Like, I fucking, like, went ham when they performed Arise.
Yeah, but they did Roots, Bloody Roots, and that song's bad.
Yeah.
They said it was Derek Green is the most, right?
Yeah.
I heard he's a good vocalist. I mean, I haven't really recent stuff. I haven't listened to early stuff because that's just kind of ass I am.
I can actually hear you lads now.
Alright,
I'm
we
gonna
were saying that.
have to turn bro
You
down.
Yeah, you're
Alright,
a bit
there we
loud.
go.
I was gonna say we're streaming this to YouTube, so if you don't feel comfortable, you should leave.
Oh, how many viewers do we have?
One!
I don't know, like 2, 1, and one of them is
8,000.
probably my brother.
What are we ranking?
We're ranking meme metal band tier, and we're about half. If you watch the stream, you can see where we put all the bands so far.
Hold up.
Alright,
Can I
alright,
have
fine.
a link to the stream?
Alright, okay, hang on. Okay, Red, you got the link.
Alright, I'll send it.
You send it to...
Do you mind? Do you mind if I send this to some friends?
Do it!
Alright, just-
Do it! Yes! Viewers! Yeah!
I would love to have some cunts watching this. Alright, I put it in the VC chat.
Thank you.
I'm
thank you.
gonna put it in the general chat too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Meme metal. Oh man. All right. I guess let's see if let me open it up and
Yeah.
Imagine if this surpasses my fucking
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
Crazy.
Incredible memes.
how many viewers we got. Oh wow, we got 2. Oh, Nick.
Please say hi if you're here. I don't want.
Bye.
Shut up. Okay. Can I
Fuck.
see what bands there are?
Yeah, just go to the you're watching the stream, right?
Oh, yeah, I am watching the stream. I mean, like, what
Yeah, you
bands are left?
Oh,
well,
okay,
you can
let's
use
scroll
the-
down.
Oh.
The waste.
We have Mud. No, you missed. Right next to it is Mudvayne. There's Mudvayne. You can't see it
What the?
Why is
Yeah.
Mudvayne invisible?
because the logo is weird. All right, so you got Mudvayne's. All right, I would put that in the kind. I would put that in the deserving of their reputation.
Yeah, I'd put him in kind of meme because like he definitely
Yeah,
shouldn't like most other new metal bands. At least that first
Yeah, they're
album
definitely-
does.
Yeah, they're not the worst new metal band. They're definitely. My dad listened to that shit all ago when their stuff was. I mean, they've always gotten like middle of the road reviews from critics and shit. Not that that really matters. They're not. Yeah, again, they're probably more interesting than most new metal bands. I would say they're probably better than Deftones. Deftones. I know we used to have a Deftones. We used to have someone who fucking like adored the Deftones instead of realizing it for the shitty band they are.
I didn't even think I've even officially listened to Deftones, and I refuse to do so just because.
Yeah, you're not missing out on anything.
I know someone who listens to Deftones.
Yeah, I think we're both thinking of the same person. Yeah, so yeah, put him in high kind of me.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Putting him next to the Sugar, fuck you.
Anyway, it's alphabetical.
The
I would put that in worse than people say. I put that in worse than people say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well,
Where would
you
you
don't
put him?
get to say because you were not one of my buds, but
Fair enough.
even as a pizza thrash hater, I'm like, it is still like the best of a shit genre, so I'd put him in like deserving of their reputation. Like,
All right, we'll put it in low.
I'll
Put
live
it
with
in
that.
low. Put it
Alright.
in low. The first album is like all right, but yeah, it's like I mean, which is what makes their music so egregious is like how explicit it is about just partying and stuff like that. Like literally, their albums are partying. I mean, yeah, it's not the most incompetent fucking music. It's not awful, but yeah, I don't. I mean, it's not necessarily the band itself is the problem. It's just like the influence they've had on thrash. It's like I think like 95% of modern thrash metal bands are just party thrash bands. Which is just what
Yeah,
makes it
the
why-
influence they've had was
Yeah.
fucking terrible. I've even had like a podcast episode with Doc and Peach about it. Fucking Pizza Thrash and
About how-
Disastrous Consequences. Gatekeepers episode 2, watch it.
All right, I'll watch it when I get the chance.
Alright.
All right,
Obituary.
Obituary. I would put that in. I probably put that in top of kind of Mimi because it kind of is Baby's first death metal band, but it's actually not bad death metal. I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
would-
Cannibal Corpse is a little better as a beginning death metal band, and Death's early albums are better. But yeah, Obituaries they're solid. I remember their last album being pretty decent.
I'll with you there.
Yeah. I mean, do you really know much about Obituary, Scarlet, or I mean, you don't really listen to much of it, death metal in general.
Yeah, I quite enjoy second rate Celtic Frost.
I guess that is a good way of. Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad, not great. They're just kind of like pretty standard issue death metal. It's not. I mean, competent standard issue death metal. A lot of death metal's fucking dog shit. But yeah, not the best, not the worst. Just kind of there. Yeah. Pantera.
Alright,
Let's get some. I would put that in. I would probably put that in beyond shit, but worse than people say would probably also be fitting. Where would you put him?
I put him in like as in kind of me because they're not as
Whoa.
much as I shit on them. I think the reality is I don't think they're a horrible band.
Dude, I've listened.
Yeah.
Dude, they're like the other quintessential bro metal band aside from Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch! Oh yeah, Pantera. There's nothing heavier than Pantera, the heaviest band in the universe. Dude, I remember I listened to Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display of Power. I listened to those albums. I felt nothing when I listened to those albums. It's not like I just listened to them once. I listened to those albums like times. Like, dude, this is like the most middle of the road goddamn shit I've ever listened to in my entire life. It's just, unironically, their glam metal stuff is better, and even that stuff wasn't very good. So, all right, fine. As a compromise, can we put them at top, deserving of their reputation, just so we can?
I'm with that.
Yeah.
There.
I'm with that.
Pantera. My dad loved Pantera, but he's wrong. 6 Feet Under, beyond shit. Yeah, beyond. I put that in beyond shit. Just
Yeah.
sorry, Chris Barnes. If,
Yeah,
I'm-
but in the one,
Nobody.
but
Yeah, I
Oh,
may be a Chris Barnes stan, but 6 Feet Under itself
That's
is
not
just
good.
not good.
yeah, the first, the Cannibal Corpse albums Chris Barnes on are fantastic.
Obviously.
But yeah, but the 6 Feet Under is just not very good. The early stuff was better, but overall, just not a no. Especially their recent stuff. I mean, I heard the last album was right, but Nightmares of Decomposed is easily their worst album. Yeah, they're just not a great band. I mean, some of the riffs can be good, but again, Chris Barnes has. I mean, I'm not sure why Chris Barnes. You fight for life, bird. Hanging from the rope, the body just twitches. I'm not sure why he sounds like that. I heard that like it's because like he kind of fucked over his voice, but I'm not like is that. I think that's the leading theory because like because he just does not have good technique. Like he lost his voice over the.
All right.
That's why I kind of do feel bad for him a bit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, Floatzilla's back in the chat. The
Oh, no.
eating. Yeah.
This, at least they're not Zaster. All right. Sabaton. I would put that in. I would put that in kind of maybe tier because they are like kind of like a huge joke, but like they have fun, man. I can't find an Amy to hate Sabaton. I have not met that many. I mean, I know a lot of people who like make fun of Sabaton a lot, but I haven't met that many people who hate Sabaton. What was that, Cortado?
I said hi.
Hi. Oh,
In response to the
commenter.
yeah.
Flotzilla. Oh, thanks, Flotzilla. Our only one. Loyal to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sabaton. I mean, their music. I mean, there's much better power metal than Sabaton. That no question about that. We're probably gonna get to it later.
The sky is blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Sabaton. They are like. They are. I wouldn't say they're bro metal. Actually, they're more like. I mean, the bands themselves are not Nazis, but I do know that a lot of their fans are Nazis. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if that's. I mean, you could probably find variations, but the I had a friend who showed me Sabaton, and he was a Nazi. If that tells you anything.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
yeah, he is.
I would categorize Sabaton as
What?
nerd metal. Like,
Nerd? I mean, because like it's history.
yeah, because it's history themed.
Well, Iron Maiden does a lot of stuff about history, but I would.
Yeah, but they just feel more explicit about it. I guess.
What Maiden? Or
No,
Sabaton?
Sabaton.
When the winged hussars arrive. A lot of. I mean, they mostly do stuff that's like related to World War II, right? So that's
Yeah.
what I mean. I think that's where a lot of the allegations of Nazism ties in. I mean, I don't know. I noticed I noticed something of a trend where if a band has a strong theme around around World War II, they often get like accused of being Nazis.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, even if they aren't.
I googled fucking Sabaton allegations, and I got.
Oh yeah, isn't one of them a pedophile?
Yeah, one of them is a pedophile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we're not ranking the band based on whether or not the members are pedophiles. Otherwise, we would put fucking. We'd probably put Anvil in beyond shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think Lips is a pedophile. But yeah.
All right, Slipknot.
Oh,
We haven't ranked Sabaton yet. I haven't even got my full 10.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's my
What do you
goddamn stream.
Yeah, but it was my idea.
Okay, true, but so anyway, Sabaton,
Alright.
most fucking middle of the road fucking power metal band of all time. I feel next to nothing listening to them, deserving of the reputations where I'd put them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do like one song, but it's still cheesy as all fuck.
All
All right, Sabaton. Oh yeah, one more thing. Isn't the drummer like married to the singer of Nightwish, Jensen?
Let me check.
All right.
Let me check.
All right. While you check that, let's the Slipknot.
Yeah.
I would put that
Slipknot.
in probably. You ever listen to the Nat? I'd probably put that at the bottom of kind of Mimi.
Yeah.
I know you have a bit of a bias towards.
Yeah, I still bump the Knot on occasion for nostalgia, but yeah, they're objectively
Do you
not very
appreciate-
great.
Guys, can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah,
What
we
was
can
that,
hear you
Molly?
well. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I heard a yes. I can
Yeah,
hear
your
you
mic's pretty
barely. I'm trying to fix my shitty headset. So like if I've been silent for like 5 minutes or something, that's why.
There.
Who is this
Well-
now?
No.
This is why we joined it on the Reddit Discord so we can have a bunch of people.
I have
join.
no idea. I literally can't hear you. It's like you're like talking from 8 rooms away.
Well, my balls are getting itchy, so if I scratch them, will you hear it? Here.
Course, the only thing I heard was my balls are getting itchy. I'm very, very glad for that.
Well, it can't, I mean, maybe turn up the user volume on your side, but right now,
No. It's the headset. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It always does this.
maybe
Yeah.
unplug your headset, and then
Okay.
your parents, and then I'll make weird sex noises so your parents think we're watching porn.
No, do not.
Fuck you, Red. My speakers are turned off.
Okay.
So we barely even talked about Slipknot. Yeah, I mean they have like 10
Slipknot?
fucking
You were
membership
talking
members.
about Slipknot?
Yeah, we're ranking
Look at
new
your-
metal bands.
Look at the stream.
Are
You're
Slipknot a meme metal band?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
absolutely.
Dude, how many fucking? I mean, you're the moderator of that subreddit. How many fucking times do you see Slipknot like talked about? You know, you have to remove all those memes. Fully not. I know they were mostly just aping
No, that's
corn
okay.
and just kind of like. I know there is a bit of death metal influence in it. I mean, it's not death metal, but there is some death metal influence on like some of their albums.
Really?
But yeah, it's like it is like just like the most commercial of like that type of music. People, it's what people call death metal without being death metal. Like there's like, I mean, I don't know. People will call like fucking like the Eagles heavy metal or some shit like that because people don't really know what even defines heavy metal.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is like hard to define it explicitly, but they don't have the ear for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Finn
Well-
McKenzie even once explicitly said that they're like radio-friendly death metal.
I mean, that's kind of close. I just wouldn't call them death metal.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
But then again, Finn McKenzie said it, so
yeah,
the
it
poster
is
boy
I
for
think
normies.
I figured out a solution. If
What?
I find a way to keep the cords of my headset like lifted upwards,
hmm
I can make it work.
Okay, and I figured out a solution. If you shut the fuck up, we can do the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
think-
yeah, your
What?
yeah, this is live on YouTube, and your tomfoolery is
I
live on YouTube. What is going on?
streaming
we're
the
streaming-
meme metal tier list.
We've been
You're
doing this.
streaming the meme metal tier list.
Yes!
We are. Yes, we are.
This is come on. We're having.
Can you stop streaming the meme metal tier list?
No, we're not done yet.
We are going to finish this.
Dude, there's like 4 people watching. No one gives a shit.
But we're going to finish
Four
this
people.
Anyway, Tankard.
Tankard. I'd probably put that. Where would you put that?
Worse than
I
people
know you have-
say.
Yeah, I mean, I know Myling over here. When he's not jacking off, I know he has a bit of a more positive opinion on Tankard. But like, really, Tankard was like the first real pizza thrash band back in the '80s, and I just like all they talk about is beer and partying, and getting drunk. That's not what I
Yeah.
want for my thrash metal. I want I want themes of like war and like murder and vengeance and like aggressive and like rebellion in my thrash metal.
I have no thoughts on them, so like, just put them there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the big 4 of Teutonic Thrash are Creator, Sodom, Destruction, and no exceptions.
Yeah.
Not fucking Tankard.
It's the Teutonic 3, not the German Big 4.
Well, it's the big 4 if you include Exhumer, brah brah.
No one says that. That's only
I
you
do.
who says that.
Yeah, well, that exactly. I'm trying to create a paradigm shift here, brah brah.
Anyway, 2L.
So I'd put that I mean, I used to have a huge Tool boner, so I put that in actually not bad. I
Yeah,
haven't
this
listened
is
to them in
true.
a while though. Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, everyone likes Lateralis and 10,000 Days, but I think Anima and Undertow are also amazing. Fear Inoculum was good, but like the songs kind of drag on. 'Cause,
Oh my
like, the
god,
songs, like,
troll
20
faces
goddamn
in the
minutes.
chat saying, I hate Tool so much! Well, that's on you,
Well-
dude.
Tool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I used to want to suck Maynard's dick. I even used to moderate for Tool Jerk subreddit. Again, I haven't listened to it in a while. But now I think it's. I know it's kind of like, I mean, I've heard someone say it's just butt rock with like some music theory applied to it. But I actually really like Tool. I think they got
I
like
agree.
very, very talented musicians, very good music writers, even though they do have some cheesy gimmicks sometimes. What was that, Cortado?
I agree with Flotzilla here.
What is Spotzilla saying?
Like Tool, if you listen to it without the pretentious fans in mind,
Yeah.
they sound good. Yeah,
Dude, I
fair.
never, even when I loved Tool, I was never like, oh my god, like they're so fucking complex. I just like Tool because I just like the music.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
VC, motherfucker.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, we're not all in the same room. We're not playing gay sex.
Yeah, we're in the same fucking VC though.
Yeah, Tool. So, Scarlett, do you have any comments on Tool?
Yeah, Tool's good. I have no idea why
Yeah.
fucking J-Dog thinks they're one step above freaking Hootie and the Blowfish. Like, they're
Yeah,
just the
I
most
mean, I don't know.
adorable thing ever.
I mean, I know I know Tool's early stuff was kind of like more on the alternative side, but like they move. I mean, again, he's like J-Dog has like the IQ of like an ant with like it rivals that of a jar of mayonnaise. So, so like he doesn't really like that much technicality in his music. But Tool's music isn't even all that complex. It's just I just like I wouldn't. I mean, it's heavier than Hootie and the Blowfish. I mean, I'd say it's better than goddamn like Disturbed and shit like that. It's better than Shabbertown and Static X, Limp Bizkit, baby. So yeah.
Your impression of him doesn't even sound like him!
But that's what he. No, but remember when he was like doing that, like Static X, Limp Bizkit, baby. Oh man, but the fucking douche. Can you? I don't know. We actually had someone here who met J-Dog at a festival. Wizard of Doom actually met.
Oh my god. Alf Sandwich Weezer is my fave metal band. Who are these people watching my stream?
Oh,
God.
fuck, you're right. We should have
Oh,
added
God.
Weezer to this list. We should have added Weezer to
Oh
this.
god, I think people
Wow.
are watching this. I think people from where I sent it are watching this. Oh my god.
Oh man, God, I sent the link to people to watch something and they're watching it. Holy shit, this is such a revelation. Never thought that would fucking happen. Holy shit. Yeah, we were right. We should have added Weezer. I guess we'll rank.
a metal band!
They're not
Yeah,
at
but like
all,
they're.
man.
Well, dude, like at least how many bands on here are not in the? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I don't think...
6, 7,
Come
8.
It's like, dude, the archive's definition of metal isn't fucking gospel. That doesn't matter.
I know, but like, come on, Weezer's like, but come on, I mean, I wouldn't even say that like, Anal Cunt is really metal. I mean, okay, it's grindcore, but it's not metal. It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, I don't know. I still think Last Days of
Yeah,
Humanity
it's metal.
is metal. I would still say Last Days of Humanity is metal, but for some reason, I don't fucking add it to the goddamn archives. Those assholes.
It's
Yeah, they
They're
yeah,
up to-
Lost Days should be on there, like, kind of, like, even for the Lost one, which is kind of more death grind than just noise, it's like, why aren't they on there? Anyway,
All right,
Dragon
Dragon
Force.
Force. Okay, I would put that
They're-
at the top
they're
of kind
talented.
of the, I would put that,
But,
yeah, I would
like-
put that-
what
they're just cheesy as all fuck.
Who is
Yeah, we-
this?
Yeah.
Why is multiple people in the fucking VC? Ah!
Dude, okay, now, are you surprised that we are in a public Discord voice chat and people are joining? This is even dumber than Cortado being surprised that people are watching this after linking it.
It's just, it didn't happen last time. There was like one rogue MF that came in last time. What is happening?
Because we did it on a Saturday. Now we're doing
I
it.
would, I would be playing Third Strike in here, but I want to like engage in this sort of so like.
Yeah. I mean,
do that
we're almost
afterwards.
done. We're
Yeah,
almost
we'll do
done.
that
I mean.
afterwards.
All right, Dragon Force. What do you guys think? I mean, I do like a lot of symphonic power metal bands, but Dragon Force for me was just kind of in one ear out the other.
Yeah. But
What do you guys
I
think?
have,
I mean,
I
like,
have. You
One
go
at a
first,
time.
You go first. You go first.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's for me. It's in between deserving of their reputation and kind of Mimi because like they're good like at guitar and stuff, but like they're cheesy as fuck. Like
I mean,
I
most
can't
symphonic
stand
power
it.
metal bands. Most,
As
not all power metal, but like symphonic power metal. Doesn't make it
What
bad.
I wouldn't classify them as symphonic, to be honest. But that's
I don't know. I mean, I know. I know. I mean, I guess they are. I guess they aren't, but like they are like the, they are synonymous with total cheese, along with Powerwolf. So,
fair.
and
fair.
for normies.
Okay, me
Well, that's not my
pers-
goddamn problem. That's not my problem. I like. Sorry. Go on.
Me personally, I would put them in like actually not that bad, but I have a lot of nostalgia for Dragon Force in general. So like,
So bias.
Yeah, that was
Bias.
that was honestly
Uh,
my take as well because they
uh,
Dragon Force is one of my starter pack metal bands. I still
Yeah.
kind of love them to this day, so I would put them in actually not bad.
I heard. What's up? Sorry.
You can go. You can go.
I was gonna say I heard their last album was dog shit though.
I haven't listened. I haven't really listened to.
But were you gonna say something, Cortado?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't. I would put them in actually not bad, but I wouldn't really mind them in kind of me.
All right. Well, we can compromise. We can put them at the top, the very top of, right above Obituary. 'Cause I
Yeah.
do think it's better than
Yeah.
Obituary.
Yeah.
I know if Orez was here, he'd be like, he would want to put like Obituary at the very top of this shit. He has like a big Obituary boner for some reason.
All right.
John F.
All right,
All right,
Death Clock.
Death Clock, definitely.
Never
I mean,
listened.
okay, they have a couple decent songs, but yeah, I'll put them in the middle of kind of maybe.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
great guitar work, great drumming, and some songs are pretty good. But yeah, for the most part, it's just kind of a big joke. I mean, I will make an exception because I do think the what was it called, that rock opera they had was actually pretty good, I would say. But again, also kind of along the lines of their traditional albums, traditional metal. Yeah, I mean, I used to watch Metalocalypse a lot when I was younger, and now, I mean, I just don't think it's as good as I thought it was.
Happens.
But I think does Doc listen to Death Clock?
I think he listens, so he doesn't gas them up.
Yeah, like he does for fucking Meme Theater and goddamn what's that other?
The dog
metal
doesn't
band he
even
likes?
gas up Dream Theater that, but he straight up said that like the most overrated prog metal band.
I thought he liked that. Thought he liked. All right, whatever.
Well,
Maybe if he were here, he would be able to explain to me why I'm wrong for saying Dream Theater is not that great. But yeah, Death Clock. I mean, some of the songs are kind of funny. Others just kind of fall flat. I mean, I've always talked about how I think melodic death metal is a good intro for people who want to get used to like the growls and like just as an entry for real straight on death metal. But yeah, I mean, there are other melodic death metal better, especially Intestine Ballism, even though it's kind of like on a more aggressive side of melodic death metal.
yeah.
Any other comments? Any other comments?
Nah.
No. What about you?
I was gonna
Secret
comment
Agent?
on. I was gonna
What's
comment on intestine ballism for a moment.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't really think they're even like a good intro band in general.
Well, they're not Intestine Balls in particular. I would say like other melodic death metal, like At the Gates and In Flames and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah,
Even though
I
I don't
agree
really
there.
like them.
Alright, Flotzill's out here with a spicy take that he really wants me to read off since he fucking added me in the chat. Yeah, Crimson Glory
what did he say?
rakes Meme Theater over hot calls. I mean,
That sounds like a J-Dog thing, just for that, which is
I haven't really listened to Crimson Glory. I kind of need to, but
I know that they're
even by listening to them, I agree with this take.
You're probably right.
I prefer Queensryche anyway.
Yeah.
That was all the bands. Anyone like I know some like add any comments on any of the bands that you missed, like Anthrax, Ghost, Meshuggah, Dream Theater, Anvil.
Yeah, let's stretch this out. What do the guys that weren't here for this have to say?
Yeah.
I would disagree on Avenged Sevenfold.
You don't like them, or you just think they're not that good?
I don't like them, but
But it's Avenged
Yeah.
Sevenfold. Like everyone played Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
I never played Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.
You fucking what, mate?
Kill yourself!
Stormtroopers of Death track. Don't rely on no one else.
But I don't think they should go that far. I think they should only go in kind of memey.
But we're not gonna move it. It's set
No,
in
that's
stone
fair.
now.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
We like Avenged. I don't really listen to that much, but I like it. Do you have any other? You want to say anything about Obituary or Lip Biscuit? Lip Biscuit.
No, not really. Not really.
Skinless, Meshuggah, Mudvayne, Curtain.
I think Curtain Wall fucking sucks. I think they suck lots. I hate them.
I like them because they're funny and their songs are pretty. What about Evanescence?
I don't have anything else to say about anything else though. So like,
All right. What about you, Secret Agent? Do you have anything else you want?
All right, Baby Metal would be higher solely because
Aw.
they were in Fortnite like last season. Like
That's
that,
even more
they
of a
would have
reason to put them
fucking
low.
bus drive around.
yeah. Put them in
No,
Beyond-
Fortnite's the
Put them in
More than
Beyond
that.
shit. Put
That's
'em
even
in
more of a
Beyond
reason.
shit. Yeah.
It's just I didn't even know they were in. I didn't even know they were.
Me neither.
Fortnite.
All I know is that Doctor Doom has foot dive in that game.
Ugh. I think there's also like a Metallica.
That's the
skin for
second
that.
Doctor Doom skin in a Fortnite battle pass. Like, they need to stop with those fucking collab seasons.
I don't know. I don't. Play,
Is that Silencer,
play,
the band with the pig hoofs guy?
Allegedly.
Hello?
Yeah. It's the guy. You know who I'm talking about. Allegedly, he was insane. I don't think. I mean, it's a rumor, and like he also allegedly slit his wrist when he was recording the album. I don't think that's true either. But yeah, it's a shitty band anyway,
Yeah.
and also they're rich.
Yeah, keep them there. I have
what
a
about,
soft spot for Necrophagist. I personally would put them higher.
I know Doc would also
No.
put him higher.
Well,
Yeah. Well, why do you like him? Why do you like that wanky stuff? I'd rather listen to Gorguts, and I don't even like Gorguts that much.
I don't know. I just do. It never really was a problem
You-
for me. Like,
You have I can't believe you have an opinion that's mine. That's disgusting.
ooh,
Horrible. Just horrible.
Lorna
alright,
Shore.
I guess
mean,
Lars, you like him,
nah.
but Lord of Shore, but what? You said you were gonna say something about him?
I'm just laughing at them because they exist.
Like Lord.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or remember that one interview?
No.
That one interview
I
where
don't think it's.
they like
I
asked
don't think
the vocalist named metal songs and he couldn't name a single one.
that does not surprise me one bit. That reminds me of that. Scarlett, remember when J-Dog was interviewing the guys from Scarlett?
The guys from where?
Fluids.
Oh.
Scarlett, can you hear me or are you deaf?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Me?
Remember
you
when
hear me?
J-Dog was interviewed? Yeah, we couldn't hear you
Okay.
for a second.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Remember when J-Dog interviewed those guys from Fluids and like they were just like everyone was just calling them like massive posers.
Yeah, especially that
Yeah,
fucking
that-
Mavizzle guy. Like, fuck him. Fucking Cold
I don't-
Stream Bloody Gore thrash album. Like, that's insane.
I thought you said it was a thrash album, or just more thrash album than a traditional death metal album.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
kind of like Possessed, and that's kind of the bridge between death and thrash, but it's still death metal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say
But-
most are like
What?
20% thrash.
I mean, you know, and most old school death metal is like takes a lot of
Yeah.
cues from thrash, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I guess
fuck! We should have put the Tish in here. They're the
No,
me
but
metal
I-
band.
They're They're not a meme metal band. Though. I mean,
meme band. They're popular now because of the fucking memes.
They are. They are. I actually heard they're popular on TikTok now for some fucking
Which band?
Mortician.
Oh, Mortician.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tish, bro.
I actually saw Mortician back in December. Good show. There were a lot of people there, like a weird amount of people that I was actually kind of surprised to see. I mean, I would put Mortician in actually not bad. The only thing I don't like about him is the ridiculous amount of horror movie samples. Yeah, the samples,
Yeah.
and it's just filler,
Yeah, I would
Uh,
put kind of memey.
Anyway, I think we're waffling way too much. I've got to end the goddamn stream now. So anyway, that was the stream.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank
See you
for
guys.
watching.
Love you all.
Yeah.